Alright, so we find ourselves staying in qualifying and I'm now joined with Kubo.
Hello.
And hello Kubo. So
Hello.
last time we did this together, I think it was in Kailani from last season. And
I
today we
think
find
so.
ourselves here in Argentina, in HELL Plata, as we see then drivers in doing qualifying. We got a few links here today. Picky Boy for Links Racing is the one that I can see friendly for RMC today as Kubo is in the commentary team for today for some reason. Then you got
Yeah.
MW44 for Full Force, and this guy has been a little bit hyped, I believe. He might be the one to be like an anti regen. I think he's Bulgarian, and maybe he's not the one. Might
No,
be
no, that was
confusing.
Jekyll's. That was Jekyll's. MW
Oh,
is the
okay.
JT regen because he's British.
Oh, another British one. So yeah, now we got also the return of Furies. So yeah, as you can see, he's already doing what he does best, which is dominates at the back. And yeah, so that's it. I think we also got Uziman racing today, and yeah, pretty sure he's not the main driver. Yeah, he's on the Mayhem Racing. But either way, looking then at the results so far, we got Figo once again just finding himself at the front. And then we got Hernandez GT5 there, being
Yeah.
13 hundredths of a second behind. But let's see then, this they are about to complete their final laps here. Klusenet looks very promising as well. We need P4. Let's see who's going to take that pole position. We see Klusenet
Whoa!
up to second place. Pember going into third. So amazing stuff going on here. As we got Pin Figueroa once again starting on pole position. Then we got Klusenet in second place, followed in by Membergoat, the track maker here in third. Then we got Kennedy GT5 for P4. Then we got Flix, then Tuco and F1 fan tied 46, followed in by Freddy and Blank, who will be closing the top 10 alongside also Mr. Albono. Then in P12 we see here Guziman just ahead of Full Force Scorby and MW44. And then you got Matimar then, followed in by Jururi. Then you got both Links Racing drivers here, Ricky Boy and New East. So yeah, what do you make of this?
Yeah, it's look how close it is. If not for yours, there would be 6 tenths between the last and the first. Figo with an amazing quali, but I think in the practice races he was hitting .2s as well. So I think he's bottled it just a bit. Still, Paul crusting that front row. Manbergo top 3. It's his own track, and he's been really fast here. Interestingly, Flex tied for P6 with F1 fan and Batuco. Not sure how that'll work out. And Phantomy down in P9. Flex and Tommy, I feel like they're fast enough to make up those positions in a race, but it's a very unpredictable race here. So we'll have to see.
So it kind of looks strange. They got a feel here with the athletes, though. Might not be able to provide the support that has been needed in the previous races, and we definitely have to need a good start here. But yeah, let's see. Me person at the member will be able to keep up with feel at the start. And I think we are waiting for you to ready. But yeah, should be decisive here. And here we go. Then the drivers are on their great places. They already completed their formation lap here. And here we go, a lot of soft tires, and we are racing then in HELL Plata as we see Figo already closing the inside. Person that is in second place here. I need to zoom out a little bit as we see then Figo already into good distance. Then you got Shashiti now trying to take up second place. Person that just going side by side with Nutty for third. Then you got Hembergo who lost a few positions here. We also have Bituco with a good starting P6 at the moment. Flix really not doing that well right off the bat. But as we
Oh,
see,
Nandy
we're
kill!
already getting away. Yeah, I also saw that there now he's battling his own teammate here for P8. We see already a pack of 7 drivers between, no, actually 8 drivers between P9 and P2. Here's a giant group. And then you got Figo alone at the front, and also we got here the Links Racing League. They are on a league of their own. So, yeah, the my audience there. Open there. But yeah, let's see now. It's a pace battle, I would say, between Figo and JT. And yeah, hopefully JT can actually do a lot better. Because Jesus Christ, what the hell happened to him in his last few races? He got like
He's
P5 and then P10.
Yeah, he just doesn't really care for it anymore. He's been busy with TSU. He's only been practicing the Sunday of the race, and he's been keeping it calm for the most part. So that's why his performances haven't been at the usual Charge GT level. But it seems he's had a lot more fun from it.
Yes, it's nice to hear. As in the end, nothing in life actually matters, so we might as well just enjoy it. So as we see then, certainly now 84 here, so really giving some good points for RNC today as we got Fernandi rushing into the wall. Definitely not having the best of races so far as we see. Oh my god, maybe just letting in frustration
Ooh,
on
F1
Vitoka and
fan.
also F1 fan. Yeah, definitely losing a lot, and I think Corbin may have lost a lot there because of his speed and stuff. I think he may have definitely maybe got blocked there by F1 fan, but now we see Fedme leading this group in P4. We got Kustanet just
Oh,
trying to keep up with Charity, and yeah, kind of sad that he's my reserve, but he's not racing for Starbuck today. But definitely great to see that we do have a fast driver. But yeah, then we see Flix now up into P4, so starting to recover. As yeah, Figo just probably gonna have a field day today.
I
Seems
think
like
this pack has actually increased in size. Oh, Manbergo's trailer there, I think, hit the pit wall, but he didn't actually hit the pit wall. I think Girini and Batuko caught up to this pack, meanwhile other ones like Blank have dropped back. Blank was leading that second back for a long while. And yeah, it's very interesting. Look at that, from P2 to P9 up in this pack, and then Figo is trying his best to run away, but JT is still within 2 seconds. Okay, maybe not, but it's still pretty close gap for now, and I think Figo is trying his hardest to make it as, it's just as wide a gap as possible.
yeah, making that gap direction there as we see them Strategy then in second place. Kustanet and Fatmi then going side by side there. Nandi also trying to make up some positions here with Flix as well. So interesting race here for second place. If we ignore P1 and Javelin, we believe we can pretty much have a very fun race. So we see them here. Vituko just trying to rejoin this group here, which Germany also maybe also try to just hold on there. And okay, here we go then. So yeah, now I can see actually what happened and why this group is just getting bigger. It's because GT and Gustanet were actually corrupt by the others. So yeah, we have this group of just 2 drivers, and now we have then Flix. Right now
We got our undercuts.
Yeah, there we go. First
It's
pit
actually
stops
8
of the
laps.
race.
It's not 8 laps was usually pretty reasonable in the lower leagues. It was in the lower leagues I saw someone undercut in 7 lap softs. It's very interesting. No one went for that here. It's all 8 lap softs, and I think all of them except for Blank, they've all pitted for medium tires. Free stop is what Nandi said was fastest here. But you could see a 2-stop maybe getting pulled off, and so if someone started in mediums, I don't think anyone's risking a 2-stop, and I don't think anyone's risking a 4-stop either. We've got now Figo, Flix, GT, a lot of them undercut now as they pit as well.
Yeah, Figo with Corby, that's interesting. Hopefully Corby slows him down as much as possible. That seems like not going to be happening. As you see then, now Futney in P4. So yeah, let's see who hasn't quitted yet, and that seems to be Member Goat, who's going for an alternate strategy, I would guess. But yeah, he started on the mediums, and this could be good for him, because we had that huge group that he was part of, and they've been losing some time with each other, so having this cleanup was really just allowing him to just have an easier time catching the others on better tires. But yeah, the catch here is that he's gonna be undercutted pretty much, as we see here then. Now Futney leading this huge pack. Let's call it the
Pax is
peloton.
called MW, yeah, they all passed MW now. Flex also bounced them into the wall. Oh, Jero hit the pit wall there. I think he decided the last second to stay out, and I think that's cost him some time. Corvid is the next one this big pack will be looking for, and so much talent in this pack. You got Tommy, you got Nandy, JT Flex, Crustanet has just been murdered because of walls. I think two of them in front of him collided into the walls, sent him as well, and it completely erased his speed. I think that's what happened. A thing I want to say with Manbergo as he pits now is that he might be doing a similar strategy to what he did in Guangzhou, where he purposely started on he did the same strategy basically, but he started on the harder tires first, and then he's leaving the softs until the end because he feels like it's better for him to overcut people. So that might be what we're seeing with Manbergo. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah, hopefully I hope that it works well, because he is my team after all. As we see, then Blank also his teammates in this group here that it seems to be forming. We got Manbergo on the much better tires with Uzi, F1 fan and Villeneuve just going quite wide there.
And Blank.
F1 fan again. Yeah, with Blank, as we see now, Guzman with a good opportunity to just get away from all of them, as he did could allow him to just join the very next group. As we see Nandi in second place right now, then it's Stratmy, Fleets, and Brusinet. But look at Manbergo's tires. This could be. I don't want to jinx it actually, so yeah, let's pretend that he's gonna have a bad race and staying P7.
Yeah, if Guzzi can keep up that slip, or if Jera and the rest of the pack can catch up to Manbergo's slip, we might see an effect of him just like bringing the packs back together. I think JT there was just killed. I'm not sure who by. I wasn't paying much attention, but he did get slowed down a lot, and now him and Crust seem a little detached from the pack. I think they're about to catch back up, though. But I think the pack fighting for P2, they've given up on Figo now. He's a free man, and he's just free to do what he does best, which is win and make everyone sick and tired of him winning. You can't deny talent.
That is the Figo effect, as we see then. Personet then now rejoining this group. Manbergo is not that far away. And of course, he does have a huge tire difference. But let's see now if his pace is going to work out or not, because this will pretty much make him very smart about the pace than anything else here. And yeah, now the drivers are starting to sort of settle down here. The group has, or this pack for second place has been reduced pretty much. Now only to 5 drivers. Manbergo is potentially the other one that could rejoin, but the likes of, I think, Pikuko, for instance, and who was also there? Maybe like Shuruni and the F1 fan were also there, but they eventually just fall behind. And so, yeah, the meta looks like Blank has pitted twice already. And so, kind of doing the opposite. So
he's pitted twice.
Yeah.
Interesting. 10 laps as the mediums are starting to come into the pit window now, I believe, but I think most people will be keeping them 11 to 13, I'm not quite sure. Somewhere around that range.
That kind of makes sense, because there's not really any tight corner on this circuit. They all very large, so you kind of allow it to just keep these tires for a little bit longer. As we see the Manbergo is finally got up to this huge group here. As we see him going around the outside of Fleeks, and now we got Canadian Fatme doing a little bit of unintentional wall. As we see now, Fatme then going into the pits, and Manbergo now up into second place. That was very well timed. And as we see him now up into second place with Crostanet now in third.
Yeah,
Two drivers probably love a pull-in here, but go on.
Yeah, very lucky, I think, for Manbergo there, because in a pack that big, as the mediums are starting to wear, you could just get dragged into the pits, you know? So he got very lucky to not have to face that fate, and look at the gap he's gained on them. He's on the better tires now. Tommy said that he teleported. That could be the reason for the chaotic. Well, on my screen I didn't see him teleport, so I'm not quite sure about whether it was actually Manbergo teleporting or maybe some other kind of lag.
I don't know, it doesn't seem to be the smoothest on my screen, but I did not see any teleportation there, to be honest. And this is not
Yeah.
me being biased, it's what I actually saw. But now we see them Denver, but leading the way, only to Bradley though, as we've got Figo right behind with that second pit stop already made. But yeah, this could be great for NGB because kind of sixth-ing him. Although I think I've kind of seems like keeping that sixth is not going to be easy. But as we see them feel, that's just actually he's probably going to be very depressed in the interviews because he did not have any fun at all in this race
To
like we've seen in the past.
be
But
fair, Figo strikes me as the kind of guy that if he wins, he's just fine with it, you know. But we'll have to see because this is not a very skill demanding track as well. So you might just get bored because of that.
yeah, we see now Menderlock then trying to get dragged along. As we see them now
Tommy's
Quarley
gotten
do.
past Corvid. Well, not really.
Yeah,
He's side by side with his trailer, but he doesn't have anyone behind him because he's got a 1.3 second or so gap because of that undercut. He did that one lap undercut on the rest of the pack.
yeah, look at Theory's there in P4. Oh no, wait.
um,
He called me theist, that's why I'm now just doing that with him.
he called you what? Oh, theist, like believing in God.
Yes. Yeah. The only God is me here, so.
That's right. If you
But as we see then,
go on.
okay, as we see then here, we got this kind of a chaotic pack going on right now.
Manberg got pitted out in front of that pack. What have they been doing?
Yeah, and he got pretty much for the hearts though. So,
Oh yeah,
kind of a weird decision, but still, this might give him some different options here. And I wonder if he's going to go for a free stopper, perhaps. Because he's just pitted now. This tires could maybe last at least like 15 laps. So he would be pitting around like lap 40, then he could go for like softs at the end.
we've got a lot
I
of
feel like
talented people struggling in the more back marker midfield pack. We got Jer F1 fan Ben, Batuko, Matty, and I think it's just at the start they lost out on being in that first pack because of one mistake or another. Especially Jera and Batuko, they were in that top pack, and also F1 fan I think got killed at the start. So very unlucky for them, and they keep fighting each other in this pack. I don't think they'll be able to catch and fight for a higher position than 9th.
In the meantime, look at Albono though. He's in right in the end of that top 10.
Yeah,
he's
he
been trying
won
to.
the CL feature, his first ever CL race win after the Motegi sprint win was taken away from him. He won the CL feature today. He's definitely got the pace, and I think that's why he's confident in leading this pack. Matty's saying S. I think Matty wants to lead it instead, and he kills Albono.
That was corrupting 4K
Yeah.
there, but yeah, it should be interesting to see where he ends up, which team he ends up next season. Because it does seem like he's looking to grind this game, and you're not gonna lie, I actually see him as Cubo 2.0 in a certain way.
And I'm
Just
just
that he took him-
Nandy 2.0, so...
Yeah, it's just that he kind of just taking a bit longer to improve, but I think he's finally getting there. As we see then. Now, remember though, this corrupt perfectly.
Yeah, this is
And
very
certainly that's
interesting.
very-
The pack behind them hasn't caught up to them yet, and look at how small the gap is as well. And oh, Tommy's letting Manber through, and trying to take advantage of the way better grip that Manber's got to run away.
Because that's it, it's all about traction now, not really about the speed. So this is interesting to see then, as yeah, Manber could really be up for a good race here. As things just looking very promising, and I wonder if some drivers will be taking notes for the next race when it comes to their strategy decisions, because if everyone is doing the same, if you let one driver can do something different, you might have some huge benefits. So as we see then here, Nandi Fleets, then got the Mayhems, and the JT, then they are on this five-way battle. Now 13 P4, and yeah, Fudney though. Maybe that undercut kind of worked out for him pretty well because he has this member goats ride. So yeah, interesting stuff going on here for this battle, which is now the battle for second place. And yeah, crazy race so far actually. If we ignore Figo, it's actually been very interesting. But yeah, so we got
Oh,
then.
Guzzi's caught up to this pack behind Manbear and Tommy. Guzzi's in it. Great job from Guzzi to work his way up here.
Jesus Christ, I feel like I just have a deja vu here. I don't know why. It's very random, but yeah, I did see him. He was already there for some time. As we see him now diving to the pits alongside his ex-teammates. Fed me then leading the pits. Now wait for the hard tires.
I think it's to the end, and interesting enough, Blank's got slightly worn mediums. I'm not sure he'll keep those to the end, so he'll do a 4-stopper.
Yeah, but and because he got very screwed up here on the pit exit, so I think that this undercut is not going to go well for him. As in the meantime, yeah, you see here Figo, he has pitted for what I believe is the final time. Got still yet to pit, and
yeah,
but he
no
needs
more
to be
slack.
careful here now.
Because he will finish on the faster tires, he just has to be careful about the undercut.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, that he needs to really just see if no one's going to pull up some crazy undercut and be able to slipstream him until the end of the race. So yeah, that's it, and he's in a very good position otherwise.
Yeah. Flicks and Crust pitting late. Flicks still pitting onto hard tires despite that. Crust pitting onto the mediums. I think he probably started on soft, so that's fine. But yes, Overcut worked for Flex. He's ahead of Nandi, but he is behind JT. And I think this pack is finally fragmenting as we're in the final stint now.
Yeah, so things are starting to get very interesting here. And now Membergold finally pits. That felt me though, I think he's gonna undercut him. But yeah, Membergold going for the medium, so he should have that advantage until the end of the race, or at least mostly now I would say, because he does have that faster and fresher tire. In the meantime, we see here then Fernandi, who think didn't really went all that well. Now we see Guzzi Alpha got very compromised on the pit exit. Now getting dragged along with his teammates for this race then, as they are 30 P9 and P10. We also got MW44, who I must say is definitely not doing bad today.
Oh, he's stopped only 2 times and stars are worn though, so...
Yeah, but the others are quite far behind, like almost 4 seconds, and...
he might be able to profit if he
actually catch up to them.
Gets the softs at the end. Also, another thing, from 2nd down to 10th, it's about 4 seconds between them. An insanely small gap from P2 to P10.
Yeah, in the meantime, oh my god, looks like Canadian flicks are continuing their battle that they had 2 weeks ago in South Korea, which ended with Canada taking that 2nd place. But today's for a much different position, surprisingly, as we got Canada down in P5. I don't think he's exactly worried about the podium streak now, as that already ended before. But,
both Blank and Corvid also on worn tires. I think they're slipping Guzzi the best they can. And them and MW are going to go for late pits now, maybe softs. Definitely softs.
Yeah, also as an interesting stats, so far, both one-time drivers have managed to finish both on the podium in every single race, but that could actually change today. Obviously, it's not going to change for Figo, as just seems to be cruising for the win in the meantime. Membergold definitely just promising. I saw the lap times on the previous lap, and they gained like 4 tenths on JT, and they continue to gain. Not as much as before, but still gaining on JT, so...
Crust and Guzzi have caught back up as well.
Yeah, here they go then. Seems like Canadi and Flix got like left or something for this race, maybe for what reasons.
I'm not sure about Hnandi. It feels like he's had a bit of a mare because he's practiced a lot on this track, and it's surprising because it's not a track that you can really do much with practice from. Flix, meanwhile, Flix is not like this track at all. He's not put in the effort whatsoever. He probably put in less practice than in the previous 5, and this will be his worst result this season, his first time off the podium. So that tracks. I'm not sure about Hnandi. I think it's just been an unlucky race for him. And I think for Flix as well, it has been unlucky because he was leading that second pack, was in second at one point. But yeah.
Yeah, now look at this. We got then Figo in the lead. And we see Fatmi and Menbergox in second and third. And I think Menbergox is going to be overjoyed at the end. Because JT now just starting to match their pace. But yeah, still a bit of a long gap though. But let's see, it's not exactly over. I don't think that the podium positions are not fully settled yet. But
yeah,
it's looking promising.
I think Manbear and Fantamy are doing very smart. They've ended up perfectly complementing each other with strategy. And both of them are smart enough to just let the other one lead ahead if they've got the better tires or if they feel like they've got the better pace. That's what it seems like to me. They're both just reaping the rewards of the alternative strategies they've taken to try and secure the podiums, the podium positions.
Yeah. It is interesting how they got there in different ways. Like Menbergot went there with the overcuts and having better tires, while Fatmi was with the undercuts. So interesting how it does feel like every single path takes you to Rome, and we see Fatmi then on the compromised tires though. That's the main thing here. So right now it definitely doesn't make sense for Menbergot to be leading the way. But yeah, GT though still in striking distance, but time is getting in the way. So yeah, that's the main thing here. And we see the Eurist beating. Yeah,
Corvid and Blank have successfully done that overcut. Corvid on the softs, Blank on the mediums, firmly holding on to P9, P10. MW currently P5, trying to get through this pack on those soft tires. Much more difficult for him.
So yeah, looks like Eurist has speeded for the soft tires, and I wonder if he's just trying to take the fastest lap.
Never underestimate Eurist.
Yes.
He can do it.
Yeah, in the meantime, it's actually interesting. Figo's gap has not really increased all that much since he got around that 7-second gap.
Yeah, that was about halfway for the race, and Tommy and Manbear have kept it.
Yeah, I feel like Figo's probably just cruising and not really worrying about that. But yeah, as we see then, Fatmi and Menbergot then, with just luck to go, will be then battling for second place, while Figueroa just continues his domination here, looking for the win here at the Argentinian Grand Prix. As we see then, now let's focus in on this battle for second place as Figueroa is about to cross that line, but we see that Menbergot and Fatmi going side by side here. Who's going to take that second place here? Menbergot on the course to finish on the podium for the first time as Figo then finally crosses the line there. But now let's see who's going to be second. Fatmi still leads the way as we got Menbergot just going up the inside as he hit into the wall, but I think Fatmi will stay in second place and hold on to that position as we see then Chargity before, then it's Flix, Nadi, Krustanet, Kuzi, and then we got the others here. We got Corvin, Albono,
MW did manage to make it up to P12 with those softs.
Yeah, interesting stuff there. So, looking at the results once again, we got Figo, then with the race win, then Fatmi, and then Menbergot finishing in the podium for the first time, and that's definitely amazing to see. I wish that could actually be more exciting. I feel like I just ruined the moment, but either way, JT then finishes in P4, followed by Flix and Bonanti. Then we got the Mayhems here, Prestonette and Buzi, followed by Carvin, and then Albono finishing in the top 10. But he's very close there with
that's
Blank.
his first top 10. Great job. He beat Blank to it.
Oh, damn. So we didn't have MW44, who I assume was his debut, and he finished in P12. Not bad for him as well. Then we got F1 signing P14, followed by the Ricars, McLaren and Vituco. Then we see Gironi with the fastest lap down in P16, and then we got the links racing here, Nicky Boy, your list. So I guess we can...
Interviews. How about we do them? You do the odd numbered drivers, and I do the even numbered drivers. So you start with Figo, and I'll go with Tommy, and so on.
All right. So let me see who's here. Yeah, it is here. So probably a very depressing day for you, Figo, as you won the race, but at what cost? Like you didn't have any fun at all. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Solid win. And again, to be fair, there is a bit of frustration. I think the plan was for me to just pull so far ahead. I mean, these guys were just abysmal. I kind of lied. The win was more just because everyone was fucked up rather than me being fast. And I was fastest, but like 9 seconds is, you know. Yeah, I mean, the plan was just to kind of be able to build the pit stop gap, and then what do you call it? I would pit into like Flix's area, and I'd slow them down. It's unfortunate. I think I don't know what they were doing, but like they lost so much time, and I think they were complaining so much about race car this and stuff like that. And I can only imagine because they lost so much time to me in like the first stint and every other stint. So, you know, I think they just had a fucking mare. And I was literally surprisingly too fast to be able to pull off that strategy. I pit ahead of them all. But yeah, a solid run again, but unfortunate for Flux because he didn't get the podium.
Alright then, so I guess next is Google.
Yeah, next up, Phantomy. Not a great quali, but what a great race. P2, amazing stuff.
Hello.
What do you feel about it?
I feel happy, to be fair. I was aiming the win. It disappeared after turn 3. I got pretty mad about it. But after that, yeah, just mostly on my end, it was the quali who wasn't great. And yeah, after that, tricky to climb up. The walls and the grass really made it horrible to fight people over there. And somehow I ended up with Manbergot afterwards. By the way, congratulations for your first podium. And I ended up with him. We ran away on these mediums, and yeah, we had a nice little fight at the end. And even though it's not the win at the redemption I hoped for, it's still a good result.
And how do you feel about the rest of the season, considering you're, of course, in a reserve seat? Do you feel more emboldened, more motivated to race maybe some other races this season after that performance?
No. Bro, it was horrible to race. I forgot, my eyes, they just hurt. The hand, they not here. And it's simply just the pressure. I think my seat is soaked. So yeah, I'm gonna disappear. Maybe Copen Island I'll do. And then I'll be back up until round 10 with Henandy in LSA. And yeah.
Yeah, what about next season? You feel ready to take on the challenge next season?
Maybe. Depends if my teammate gives up 2 days before the season starts or not. But yeah, that's a challenge. I really need to get my mind ready, and after that, yeah. Should be
Alright,
fine.
thank you.
Just
Right, so then we go with Manbergot, and once again, big congratulations for your first ever podium with the strategy that just absolutely outsmarted everyone else on that huge pack. And so yeah, what can you say?
Yeah, well, I didn't expect it. Like, I started on mediums because I was like, the whole week leading up to this, I felt like my pace was good, but I felt like I didn't have enough to have an advantage over other people. So I was like, I'm just gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna do whatever I want. And I started on the mats. I was like, going horribly. I got into that pack and it was just big ping pong of like cars, and it sucked. So I stayed through it. First stint was horrible. Then I finally got out of it and went on to another set of mediums. And of course, like, they were fighting a lot and I could catch them again. And then I pulled off some wild moves, which I heard were not very much appreciated by some people. I'm sorry if I killed you, but I was on very fast tires and I wanted to take advantage. So I got ahead, and then everyone started pitting again. I think I just got really lucky because Phantomy went into the pits and Hanandi crashed into Phantomy or something, and like I just got through, and I didn't have anyone in my slip, so it was all perfect. And I got even luckier when Figo caught up to me, and I could slip him for 2 more laps. So then I just overcut everyone, and I went on the hards. And I was planning on going hard 15 and ending on the softs. But I was doing hard 15 and I was clear of the back, and I was like, why would I give this up? I can go back to mediums. So I went back to mediums, and then I was with Phantomy the whole last stint, which is also a great fight with Phantomy. That last lap was great, and I really enjoyed it. I wish it would have been P2, but you know, I can't complain. Podium's amazing. Been looking forward to this for the whole season. So very glad to finally have it. Yeah, good race.
All right, but once again, huge congratulations for the podium. Now, the next driver, GP, I don't think he's here, so how do we do this? So that it is going to be 5 weeks.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I guess so. Difficult race today, P5. So first time not on the podium in this season.
I don't know. The thing is, JT and Nandi are both like the top drivers, right? But they can't find for shit. Like, they have zero racecraft. I'm gonna be honest. Like, they go for these dumbass moves. I have better tires. I remember I was catching member go, and Nandi out of nowhere decided to fight me. I mean, that was interesting. I guess he didn't want to get the podium. But yeah, just shit race in general, and yeah, just this kind of downgraded my motivation more than I usually practice. But we'll see what I can do next week, and hopefully aim for the ones.
Alright, so yeah, I guess what Nandi.
Nandi. Difficult race for you. Only a P6 finish, not the usual high finish you get. And yeah, according to the other interviews, it seems like there was something more going on to that. So how would you describe your race?
I mean, like, it was good for a while, like 20 seconds. I got shafted into a wall. I don't even know who it was. Then I was like 9th. Knew it would be shit from there. Tried to make the places up, but yeah. And just didn't work. Anytime I pitted and I came out of the pits, I either got pushed immediately because the ghosting works really weird. I lost like 5 seconds with it in total, or just get pushed in a different place. And yeah, I do want to apologize a bit to Flix. He did have the better tires. I just usually when he overtook me, I gave him like 2 laps to drive pace, and I don't know, it just didn't feel right. Honestly, it felt like I could drive faster, so I tried to overtake, and he overtook as well. I think it kind of escalated, but yeah, I think I kind of started it. Lots of really unfortunate incidents, like we lost member goat kind of early. I think I so that I wasn't going to get a podium from like lap 20, but it got even worse, just barely 6th. Yeah, so sometimes happens. Maybe next week will be better.
Alright, thank you. I don't think we got Crust in the VC, so I think next up will be by order of operations. Guzzy Man, P8, top 8 emergency reserve performance. Tell us more.
I mean, I was looking quite good after shit quali P12, which is not great. I was very surprised. I mean, it was an alright race. I was looking for a PB, but after the second server lag hit and Crastanet smashed me into the wall before the big fuck or whatever the corner is called.
The big pain.
Yeah, the big pain. That was real big pain for me. I lost the slip and I lost the top pack for P5, I think it was. So yeah, I mean, I was alone. I had a 5-second gap back to P9, so I knew I was gonna get P8, but I wanted to get at least that P6 or 5, but unfortunately I couldn't get it today. I mean, I'll take it. Keeping up the P8 streak from last season with 3 P8s now in a row. And yeah, I'll see if I can keep that up for whenever I race next.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, down to you to interview Corvid.
Yeah, so Brandy overcut study there today as an idea where you it went quite well in some of the things it felt like, and but yeah, P9 in the end, you said that you were kind of happy with that position. So yeah, what do you feel about the race?
I mean, I came in very rusty. I haven't touched the game in a couple of weeks, so I just came in, just wanted to not deal with any of the like crazy traffic issues. Obviously, like the first stint's really hard to avoid that. But when you're starting like 13th or whatever it was at the start, it's like your main goal is just to do your best to beat the midfield at that point. And I think I achieved that with the undercut today. I was pretty happy with how it went, because every time I pitted, I'd come out in like 16th, 17th, but I'd see the gap to like the next like main group I was fighting against, and every time seeing like them get closer and closer after every stop really helped the mental and allowed me to make those moves when I could, and just to use the better tires when I had the chance to get back into the top 10, which is yeah, definitely where I want to be at for the rest of this season at the very least.
Right then, who would be next? Yes,
It's
Ben.
Ben, you are just constantly winning today, Ben. First ever top 10 in UL after your CL poll, after your CL feature. How do you feel about it?
I mean, it's gotten a little bit worse because I've just seen you call me L Boner. It was pretty good. It was sort of like what could have been. Because in an ideal world, I wouldn't have sort of screwed quali, I guess, and kept the slip, and that was going pretty well at the start. I think I qualified P11, which was pretty bad. I think if I'd done my CL pole time, I would have tied Hernande, which is kind of mad. But I sort of was in the slip of Ghazi, Man, who was in the slip of the whole top pack. Then Batuko sort of fell down the order, same as Jero, same as F1 Fan, and they were just like, they were fighting like they were racing bunker carts. Like they were just, I don't know what they were doing. I'm still really confused. They were just fighting so much, like unnecessarily. Lost the slip of the top pack. Then eventually, I don't really know how I did it, but I got past them all. In like the little roundabout section, they all just sort of went wide, and I went through. Caught back up to Guz. Was kind of happy with that, and then they caught back up, and the same happened again. And then I ended up fighting Corvid and Blank the last couple laps. And obviously they were on much better tires. I was in the slip of Corvid, was loving life, because I mean I was on for maybe P9 if I could get him at the end. And then Blank just dives bombs out of absolutely nowhere and ruins the slip of that. So I ended up getting Blank on the line, but I mean I'm pretty happy to get the top 10, but it kind of sucks a little bit, but I'm not going to get too ahead of myself and start going for like top 6s. I think top 10 is really good for now.
Yes, completely understandable. Congrats, mate. once again, and enjoy your next week.
I will try.
No
Right, so
Blank, no Mitchell, no F1 fan. Oh, is Matty here? No.
it's 10 minutes side. Well, I guess we go
Ricky
with
boy.
Rick. Yeah, P17 and yeah, probably a bit of difficult race, but yeah, what can you say?
Hello. Wasn't the best race. Nah, gotta say it.
No Matty in the VC, Johan. Go on, go on.
Got killed on the start, and then in the pits I missed my pit box. Had to drive back, and that's how I lost most of the time. Yeah.
Well, at least you beat your teammate by 45 seconds, so that's the huge gap, and congratulations, then. And I guess we go then with
Eurist.
I'm sorry, I was just laughing my ass off because I'm pretty sure I was the one that killed Ricky right at the start or something.
Oh god.
But yeah, that was a chill return. Yeah, did a lot of mistakes, lost the slip at the start, and that was it. Oh yeah, and that completely fucked up the strategy at the end. I think I did like 15 mediums or something.
Based.
Yeah, but it was cool. I was just trying to get back into the groove, and we'll see how it is next week. I feel like a normal track is much easier to handle, even if you don't have the best plates. It's easier to stay in a pack and not just hit the walls at every contact. So yeah, we'll see.
Right, thank you.
Alright, and so I guess this concludes the interview, as we will then next week go into the second Japanese track of the season. Is called Kazigara Rider. And so we'll see you there. Until next time, and goodbye.
Bye bye.